Very sick. She could barely hold her body weight. I left the room for 2 seconds, or let's say 2 minutes, to go smoke a cigarette because I was waiting on her hand and foot. I was ready to fall on my face. Knew we had a big day getting to downtown Orlando to the hospital. I already had a bag packed, knowing they were probably going to see how sick she was and admit her. I knew we weren't coming back home. Sure enough, they rushed her to the ER when we got to her doctor's appointment. The doctor didn't even discuss procedures with her. He just sent her to the ER. The point is, she went and sat on this little stool that doesn't have any back support, and she sits in front of the window and does her makeup. She's been doing this my whole life, so ever since I'm a little kid. She would sit in front of a window, and she has this little kind of mirror from like you would see in a fairy tale book, and she would do her makeup at the window. I guess maybe the lighting helped her see. I don't know. It was just a ritual and tradition for her. She went to do that because she had some vanity. You know, she's a vain lady. She never liked to go anywhere without makeup. It's respectable. Even at 81, she was taking care of herself. The problem is I walked out of the room for 2 minutes and she fell and on her back and hit her head. She screamed so loud. I heard the loudest scream. I'm like, you gotta be kidding. I ran in the house, through the house, to the room, found her on the floor on her back, and I think her head was also her back of her head was also on the floor. I can't remember if she was trying to sit herself up but had no strength, and her head was up, but her head might have been up. I can't even remember. It's all a blur at this point. But I asked her, did you hit her head? And she thought she might have. And me and Marcus could barely get her into the car. Her feet were so swollen that she couldn't even get in her shoes. She had to walk out barefoot without her shoes on. We tried 2 different pairs of shoes. Nothing would fit. That's how swollen she was. And we got her to the hospital. They rushed her to the ER. She was in the ER for 15 hours. She had a high level of sepsis. I believe, if I'm understanding it, there's different levels of sepsis. She had a level 7, which is like really bad. She could have died. Thank God we got her to the hospital. And then she was admitted once she was done with the ER. And she was in the hospital for 2 weeks. We were living out of the hospital. And then she went to hospice this past Tuesday. So from Tuesday to Saturday night, when she died last night on Saturday, she was in hospice. And here I am. And I'm beside myself. I'm exhausted. I'm physically and I'm mentally and emotionally exhausted. I'm grief-stricken. I just lost my mother. I'm so exhausted, I almost think I'm not completely processing how bad I'm in pain right now from the sadness of losing my mom. I don't know if that's a blessing in disguise. I kind of wish I was sleeping better and I could just face this head on and process whatever pain's gonna be had. But I couldn't even grieve properly today, as exhausted as I am. I had to go to the laundromat and do that chore. Justin is staying here with me, and I have no food to offer him or no food to eat for myself, and I have a food card and no money, so I went and used my food card and got some groceries so I can eat and try to stay strong and healthy. And then we called my cable TV and internet company and my phone bill, And she set me up for failure. Like, she doesn't have me on the accounts. They can't even talk to me. Tonight, the cable TV got shut off, which is blowing my mind. I mean, that's a very grounding kind of thing for me, like watching the news. I live in this isolated neighborhood where I never see anyone. I was hardly leaving the house, but like at least you know what's going on in the world if you watch the news. I can't even turn on the news, and if something big happened, I wouldn't even know. Like, it's scary for me, and I don't even have money to fix any of the bills that are due. So, I don't know. All I can do is I know I need sleep, so I'm going to go to bed early. And tomorrow's a new day. But it's just terrible, guys. It's just terrible. It's just terrible. And I don't know what's going to happen with the phone. We called the phone company and they couldn't talk to me either. So now I have to go into some store. She did not make me the master of the account. She never switched it. She controlled everything, and it sets me up for failure because I don't know any of the passcodes. They're not authorized to talk to me. Chances are they'll give me the same shit at the store, and I'll end up losing my phone. And then I'll end up losing any remaining pictures I have saved on my iPhone, my iCloud. I don't know. It's so overwhelming. I don't know what to attend to. There's a million things to attend to, and I'm so burnt out from this hospital thing and her being really, 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 really sick for 25 straight days before finally dying, that I can't even really barely handle one task, let alone a million. Everyone's going to be right. I'm going to end up falling apart and falling on my face before I can prove anyone wrong. I'm the only one that can do what, Lou Dog? Why are you saying that, Hunter? I told you guys I don't want to go to a group home. Yes, I have a car now, but not really much money for gas. And I don't like to drive when I'm exhausted, so I don't even want to get behind a wheel right now until catch up on my sleep. I do have the use of a car, though. Another 150 viewer stream. This is crazy. Why would you say some of the stuff you're saying, Hunter? Please don't, Hunter, I thought you were my friend. Please don't start talking about group homes. Did I do more driving practice? I did practice while she was still at home before she got admitted in the hospital. She started just not doing what she had been doing. I said, Mom, I gotta get things for us or we're not gonna survive this. And she started letting me go and take care of tasks. Like pick her. It started with one day she had an emergency. She was in so much pain, she needed her either hydrocodone or oxycodone, and the pharmacy filled it, but she couldn't even leave bed. So it was like either I think you guys remember that. Either me go gets the medicine for her or she doesn't get it. So she started with that, and then like quickly I started just like, Mom, let me keep taking care of stuff. So whatever I was doing, I can't even remember. If it was running to Dollar General, I was mopping the floor. Remember that? Like I was taking up things I don't even believe in, like mopping kitchen floors every day. I was doing that for her to just make her proud, keep her happy. She was in so much pain. She was miserable. Like, I don't know, I had to get soap to clean with. I had to get new mops. Just whatever we needed. I did a bunch of different grocery shops, which most of the stuff I had to throw out today because it's been actually like over 2 weeks. Some of the stuff went bad. Some of the stuff didn't, but some of it I just had to throw out. We never used it. And I come home and that's very heavy. That's very sad. I was like trying to be my mom's caregiver and take care of her. She like couldn't eat. She couldn't drink. Like everything I got for her, she barely used. And then I come home, longer alive, and like all those things I got her to take care of her are still in the fridge. It's just like, oh my God, and having my own disability so dark sometimes and so depressing. And now a whole new chapter of grief and sadness, and I'm not even 100% to like have a fair chance to deal with it. I am so run down from the last 25 that I don't even have a chance to like, I don't even see how anyone could even expect me to be coping too good right now. Except I should end the stream and just close my eyes and fucking go to bed. But I'm so lost and lonely. I guess if you guys really are my friends like you say you are, I just wanted I wanted people out there to know I'm struggling. And that if you care about me, just stand behind me, Be there for me, because I could use some friends right now. I'm very scared. I'm very vulnerable. I'm very scared. I'm very vulnerable. This just sucks. And that's just not even the right word to use, but anyway, I'm gonna go. Thank you, BTB. I'm just gonna start blocking people. Just blocking people left and right. Bob Gagner, what do you want to do, Bob? I'm not doing too good, Bob. What's the move, Bob? The MVP, Bob Gagner, what's... Yeah, Galaxy Gagner. I guess Shiva, my mom's being cremated. Jewish people don't even get cremated, but apparently we didn't have money for a funeral. She said to have her cremated, so I think that. Sarah. Thank you, One Lost Time.
Hey, Tinky Poo.